Greetings, dear brothers and sisters, dear sons and daughters in the light. I am Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great. Happy is the one who desires the higher love flows within their heart and who desires to stay dedicated on the path of love. Dedication is important, for it means a commitment to self. Many people upon your planet are afraid of committing to divine as they see it as a path of worship and allowing themselves to lose self-identification, as it were. And I, as the Great Father Emmanuel, wish to stress at this time how important dedication to the path of self-growth is. Jesus 2,000 years ago spoke to the people about the path of dedication and what that meant. The people 2,000 years ago always were in a confused sense, and they did not understand the term dedication in the love versus dedicated to the ways of the people or the ways of the teachers of the spiritual things. So Jesus needed to help them to understand. How did he do that? With the messages of my being, the Great Father Emmanuel, so that the people learned the ways of the Great Father Emmanuel, which is my sovereign being, to learn the ways of love and peace and how to grow into the greater flows. And one of these teachings was about dedication. Dedication meant to grow in the love as self, to always be in the forgiveness for self and others, and walk on a steady path of self. For that is when true love for self is discovered, when that commitment within is strong. People 2,000 years ago did not understand strong spiritual commitment in the love flows, for love was a new thought to them. They had not considered love to be important, and then they began to understand what love consciousness was, which were the teachings of Jesus, always to stay in the flows of love and to be in the love and to allow the great love to be a part of them so that they could learn greater love and to have that greater flow within their heart, because Jesus understood it is within your heart that you understand divine love. It is within your heart that you understand how to grow into greater love connection within yourself and within others also. If you do not have that dedication within yourself to understand love, then how can you grow into the greater pathway of love? And this is what he always stated too. Happy is the one who understands divine love. For then divine love can flow within you and within your heart to develop a higher dedication of love. And the people were confused. They asked Jesus, how are we to show dedication on the pathway of love? Then Jesus, please let the Great Father Emmanuel speak through you. So I, as the Great Father Emmanuel, am now speaking through to the people here at this time, like I did through Jesus 2,000 years ago, but now I'm speaking through the same channel who has come back as Suzanna Maria Emmanuel. So I'm going back to the times of Jesus now so you can learn a path of dedication in the love. Jesus stated these words, with my being great Father Emmanuel. And always understand that you come from divine love flows. You were created with love, which is perfect in all ways. When love is perfect, how can anything imperfect come from that unless you choose not to love? When you choose not to love, then you need to learn to love again and understand what universal love is of the great Father Emmanuel. For in his eyes, all things are perfect. But when we have fallen away from the love, then how can we claim that we know love? Jesus stated that as a human because he knew too that he needed to learn more love, because the more he awoke to love, the more he realized that more love needed to come within him to help the other people to understand more love. This was the greatest gift of divine love, to bring Jesus to the planet so that the people 2,000 years ago could see him as a human. And he never claimed to be any more than a human, but to understand the words of divine love coming through the channel so that they could relate to Jesus as a man. And yet the man was able to be reached so easy. In your day, Suzanna Maria Emmanuel has been sent to your planet to bring the words of my being, the great Father Emmanuel, through in the same way and yet more. And now you are coming into a time of divine alignment. So now I am stating, learn to realize more about love and what love can do. For 2,000 years ago, Jesus was able to teach, but he was not able to bring the people into the great alignment of the love, whereas now you have the way paved before you. You have the divine activations with the great CAEAYARON to help you align upwards to divine love if you desire to flow in those great love rays. The more the people gather to the great love, the more that the love consciousness can flow upon your planet. Jesus stated 2,000 years ago, in all things a great gathering of the people will take place. One day the people will hear from the great Father Emmanuel and will desire to partake in the great race against time, because they will see their deliverance is close and they will understand the great prize of becoming free eternally. And then they will say, hurry, let's go to the great shepherd who will allow us to become free eternally. Now in your day, it is that very day. It is the day of awakening upon your planet to see that all things, all prophecies are becoming fulfilled before you. Do you desire to have your greater gifts of love back? To understand what the great love flows are and divine love is, to help you become free, not only on your planet, but also in the greater sense of the greater spiritual realms. For when you return to the higher realms of love, then you will understand true freedom. And true freedom is being set free from all consciousness of pain, all consciousness of fear, because up there in the greater realms it does not exist. but on your planet it exists, and so you need to learn to become free from it as a collective of love beings. So how wonderful it is that you can have this time together to become embraced with the love for yourself and for each other. Be always in the love and grow into the love so that all things can become enhanced within your life with beauty, love, and more perfection. The more you grow into the love, the more you will understand the truth. I am perfect and always, because the more love you hold for yourself, the more you will align with all things perfect. Greetings, I am Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great.
Greetings, thank you.